to algotradinglab.net. We continue this series of video tutorials to help you learn zero-coding algorithmic trading with TSLab. In this video, we are going to show you how to connect TSLab to the cryptocurrency exchange Deribit. You can also use this tutorial for setting up other brokers and data providers. Using Schedule Manager, you can specify the time when you want to connect to the exchange or broker and otherwise. You will understand why it is important to restart TSLab on a regular basis using a scheduled reboot function. In the end, we will show you how to monitor your trading bots anywhere in the world with TSLab Live, a really cool and convenient feature of this program. Stay tuned! The first thing we need to do is to set up a connector to a broker. Each of you will of course have your own broker. As an example, I will use the cryptocurrency exchange Deribit. In order to connect TSLab to a broker, we need to open the Data Manager in the Data tab. Here we add a new data provider. So far, we've had only data providers for historical text codes that we've used in our scripts. Now we will create a data provider for live trading and real-time data. Click Add. Here we select Online Data. From the list below, we choose the type of broker or data provider that we need. Please note that this list is regularly updated and more brokers will be supported soon. In my case, I select Cryptocurrency Exchange, Deribit. Here you need to enter a data provider name. This can be any name convenient for you. I will enter the name of the exchange, Deribit. Click Next. By and large, all I need to configure in this window is to enter the public API and the secret API keys. Depending on the broker you are connecting to, different settings can be used here. Login, password. Sometimes it would be necessary to enter the server address. To put it briefly, it all depends on the broker. For more specific details about each type of connection, you can find out in the TSLab official user's guide. Most often, however, it boils down to just two parameters, the username and password. In my situation, this is API public and API secret. Let's enter them. So these are my public API and secret API keys. OK. The remaining settings in this window can be left as default. You can change them and configure more specific settings later if you realize that you need them. Broadly speaking, you can leave the default settings in the majority of cases. Click Next. We see that we have a new data provider, but it is not working yet. Why? Because we need to enter the license key. For trading in the real market, TSLab requires a fee to connect to your broker. Having said that, you can always try a free demo version. The demo version of the connector is limited by the trading volume. To get the license key to the TSLab program, you need to go to the website tslab.pro and register here if you haven't done it yet. I have registered, therefore I will log into my account. After logging in, you will automatically see the shop page and all available connectors. Connectors to brokers such as AMP Futures, NinjaTrader, Interactive Brokers, and Exante cost $60 per month. However, if you choose a longer period, there are various kinds of discounts. In addition, you can use our promotional codes and the final price can be much lower. In our case, we use a connector to Deribit and here the price ranges from 0 to 0.04 Bitcoin. Let's click on the Details button to see all the options. We see that if we trade the minimum lot, then the connector is free of charge. You can use this free option when you learn or test something, or just to see how it works. It is good to know that there is no time limit. This connector will be free regardless of the time of use. Here we enter the API public key. I have this key in the API public window. All that remains to be done is to confirm, agree, and receive your key to TSLab. Since I already have this key, I can go to the Licenses section and find it here. Here it is, Deribit Demo Connector. We click here and see the key. Let's copy it. Then we click the key button here and paste it. Then click OK. That's all. Now we see that the license key is activated and the connector is ready to work. We need to move this slider here to turn on the connection. As soon as the slider lights up in green, it means that we've already connected to the exchange. You can put a tick here in the status bar column so that the connection status is shown in the status bar below. Right from here, you can turn it on and off. In the case of cryptocurrency trading, the exchange works around the clock, so there is no point in setting up a schedule here. You can do so if you are working with another exchange which has its own trading hours. You can adjust the schedule here. For instance, if you wish to disconnect TSLab during non-trading hours or choose when to connect or disconnect it, days of the week and time. What else is the Schedule Manager useful for? In order to periodically reboot TSLab, let's say when you have it working on a remote server, it is recommended you should reboot the program once a week. You can adjust the schedule, specify the time when it should be connected to the broker and otherwise. In the program settings, you can set the time to restart the program outside working hours. By default, it is set once per week on a Sunday at a specific time. You can customize it as you need. I recommend doing this to clear the memory of the program. For everything to work well, TSLab must periodically be restarted. This can be done and configured automatically by configuring the Schedule Manager and the Schedule Reboot settings. In our case, it's not important or necessary to do so. Okay, we have now set up a live connection to the broker. As you can see, this is done quite easily. With regards to other brokers and exchanges, as I said earlier, there is a detailed instruction on the TSLab website. You can study it and set up a connector without any problems. Now we are going to move to the next step. Let's check if our connection actually works. To do this, we can simply create a chart. We go to the View Chart menu, then Properties, to create a chart of any instrument supported by Deribit. We select the desired data provider from the list. Here we have providers for historical quotes, and here we see Deribit, the data provider that we've just created for real-time trading. In this part, we could see all the instruments supported by the exchange. It looks like that in the demo version there aren't many instruments available to us, but what we need is actually here. For example, we can take Bitcoin futures, BTC, USD. We select it, click OK, and now we see the chart. I will remove the volume for now. Everything is working fine. Let's wait for the next transaction to make sure. Meanwhile, if time moves here and this slider is green, it means everything works fine. There is a connection. Indeed, we see that the price is changing, the quotes are transmitting. Okay, we are now convinced that we have the working connection. Once we get our connection up and running, we can activate TSLab Live to see what's happening from any device with internet. You can monitor any TSLab window, such as Data Manager, Auto Trading Control Center, Chart, and others. To see how it works in real time, we set a demonstration trading bot on a remote PC. You can find a link to it on our website algotradinglabnet.teachable.com along with a description of TSLab Live features. By clicking on the link, you will be able to see and monitor the progress of our trading bot and its results. What can you do with TSLab Live? You can arrange the layout of your tabs in the window according to your needs. You can chart and monitor your indicators, triggers, or important values on separate panels so you know exactly when your algo should enter or exit a trade. With a convenient visual display, you can see at a glance if TSLab Live is on and what window is being recorded. And if you want to do some work which is not meant to be shared, then simply click the toggle button to stop sharing the image without changing any settings. You can make instant changes to your script without turning off your live trading algo. The changes will become effective from the next recalculation interval. In the next tutorial, we will show you how to correctly set up a trading bot for real-time trading. Okay, in this video you have learned how to connect TSLab to Deribit and how to adjust Schedule Manager and Schedule Reboot according to your needs. You have also become familiar with TSLab Live. Feel free to visit our website to check the trading bot. Thank you so much for watching. Share your thoughts. If you have any suggestions for the next tutorial, please let us know. Hope to see you soon.